So Paul, I'll start off with a question about yourself. There's been reports in the last couple of weeks that you might be stepping down, you might be staying. Can you give us the full story and what exactly is going on?
Yeah, no, as I confirmed with John, had a really long chat with Gary, and obviously Gary is going to be signing his 2-year contract. I'm hoping this week, and he wanted to know a really bit about my firm plans, and we've obviously worked very well together over the last couple of years, and I think from his point of view, he just wanted a bit of reassurance that I would be around a little bit longer than just the summer, and actually I've given it a lot of thought, and I've promised him and given him, I've got a guarantee now that I will stay on until the end of the season as chairman, as a minimum. And actually, having made that decision now, I'm really actually quite excited about a lot of stuff which is going on now, which we can come on to. So I'm feeling in a really good place about that. I'm really pleased that the progress Gary has made is quite clear. When I met him and talking to him now, he is back to where he was before, plus more. He's so energetic and enthusiastic and focused about the new season, and I think that's rubbing off a little bit on me. And I think the new appointments too have considerably helped. So I'm really looking forward now to next season. I think the Forest Green thing adds a bit of spice. I'm determined that we will remain the top football club in Gloucestershire going forward. And that'll be one of our big challenges, looking at how we can improve our stadium going forward. So yeah, I'm here for better or for worse, hopefully for better. And you know, looking at the history of Cheltenham Town, we have great seasons, then we have disappointing seasons, so I reckon we're on for a pretty good season next year. Let's wait and see, but I've got a sneaky feeling.
You must be very pleased. We're only just halfway through May and we've already signed 2 players, and there's talk of more. You must be pleased to get the deal done so early.
Yeah, it's not just the fact we've made 2 signings, it's the quality of the signings, and I think it is all about recruitment. We've said it so many times, and I think just Gary and Pete have this knack in the main of spotting really good potential players and persuading them to come to the football club. You know, both players will be relocating, which is quite a big thing, relocating, you know, family, partners and stuff like that, so it's a big decision to do that. But for both of them, I think it's a really exciting move to be coming to a club which has got a decent stadium and great pitch, fantastic training facilities, and a first-class manager, and the setup around the manager. So 2 really good quality signings, and I think the fans' reaction confirms that, and clearly the reaction of Yeovil fans also confirms that. So really delighted with those 2, and I know we've got some more lined up. So this isn't just talk, these are going to happen, and I think we know with Gary that these signings do happen.
Obviously they've joined our squad, and I'm a bit of a shameless plug here, but talking of joining our squad, happy with how the season ticket campaign's going?
Yeah, I'm delighted we got the campaign up and running. Obviously it took some time because we didn't know where we were going to be, and that's quite important to how we pitched the message. But I think it's been well received by fans. It's always difficult to come up with new ideas and new initiatives to promote the same old. But I think we've done that with some aplomb, you could say. I certainly enjoyed doing one of the surprise presentations. I think Gary's in line to do a couple this week. So yeah, well, we've cracked 400. Long way to go, but we know that the deadline is end of May, and people hang on until the end of May. So let's hope we can crack that 1,000 and get towards that 1,200. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And I think given the attractiveness now of what is looking like to be a really good season, I think, you know, you need to get your season ticket to guarantee that seat, that place for those big games. And we have got some big games now. Coventry City is a big game. There'll be a lot of fans coming to that game. Swindon, massive game. Forest Green we know about. But there's a lot of other good games in League 2 next year. So I'm really excited. The pitch is going to be absolutely spot on next year. I've been down, and perhaps we should do an interview with Matt actually about that. You know, it's brown at the moment, but it's going to be really nice for the start of the season. The scoreboard or plans are underway for that. That's going to be great. We've got new nets coming in and goalposts, which doesn't sound very exciting, but when you see them, they will be. So there's a lot of really exciting stuff going on, and the board is really focused and driven now, and we're doing a lot of good stuff. We've got the cricket festival coming up, that's virtually a sellout. So lots of reasons to be positive and smiley.
Speaking of season ticket holders, obviously we're giving away prizes after every 100 sold, but we're also giving away other stuff, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got the DVD that you and Gary did at the end of our fantastic winning season before last. It's a great DVD. If you haven't seen it, it really is a fly on the wall type thing. And we're giving that away now to all season ticket holders on a first come first served basis. I think we've got about 500 or so left. So if you're a season ticket holder and you haven't got the DVD, go along and pick yours up either when you drop your forms off or when you pick your season ticket up. It's a really good view over the summer, and hopefully it will get you enthused about the coming season.
You mentioned earlier the stadium and the scoreboard and stuff. Is there any update on what's happening at the stadium?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing an architect a little bit later on this morning at the stadium. We've dug out some of the plans that Colin had drawn up, and they went back to 2012. It's staggering that all that time ago we were looking at ideas and plans, and that's how Colin was. So we've resurrected those plans, but we want to update them now. We've got a meeting coming up with the council at the beginning of June, and really we're looking at a more comprehensive redevelopment of the area, and what options there might be. Because I think when you look around the country, you look at other football stadiums, many local authorities now, over the past certainly, have engaged with their local football clubs. Exeter doing some stuff now, Doncaster, the list goes on, there's lots of them. And I've had a really good meeting with some of the cabinet members and officers, looking at doing something which we as a club can be proud of, and actually which the town can be proud of to that stadium going forward. So that is really exciting now. It's not just about looking at some piecemeal bits and pieces, it's looking at something which is more significant, which will really bring up the stadium, make it something which we can all be proud of going forward. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, the huge issue of course is the funding side of it, but I think if we can get agreement in principle to certain things happening, get some exciting design shown so people can see what it might look like, we can then go to potential partners and say, guys, do you want to get involved in the scheme? It's going to be something special for Cheltenham.
Well, sounds very exciting.
It is very exciting. You can tell that I'm really enthused by it. Bit between the teeth again now, and I think also Murray has been an absolute star joining the board, and he's worked very closely with you, I know, and some of the stuff we're doing now I think is really exciting. Paul Bence is already having meetings with potential sponsors and new sponsors, and Andy's doing a great job as well. He's overseeing the new scoreboard project, as well as bringing new sponsors to the stadium, so to the club. So all in all, you know, those three, working with Paul and myself and Murph and Broxley and of course Clive, we're in a really good place at the moment. And actually, the other really good thing is that we've drawn up the budget now, and we met with Gary, and we've got a real accord on that. So there really is no reason now. Reasons to be cheerful, there are lots of them.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Paul.